Hello and welcome to Soso Kids Channel. It's me, Soso. Tonight, it's time for a cozy bedtime story. So snuggle up, close your eyes and let's begin. Once upon a time in a land full of likes and hearts, there lived a girl named Soso. She loved making TikTok dances with her friends. They would spin around until they were dizzy, jump up and down until they were tired, and do funny voices until their sides hurt from laughing. Sometimes she would use filters to turn herself into animals or food or even emojis. But her favorite filter was a sparkle filter because it made her feel like a superstar. One day, Soso decided to make a TikTok dance with a sparkle filter. She put on her favorite sparkly dress and danced and twirled until the video was finished. She posted it online and added a funny voiceover and then went to bed. She didn't think much of it. It was just another silly TikTok dance, after all. The next morning when she woke up, Soso checked her phone. The video had gotten hundreds of likes and dozens of comments. She giggled at the funny messages and felt happy that people enjoyed her silly dance. But then something strange happened. As she scrolled through the comments, she saw a message that made her stop. "I'm here to dance with you," it said, and it was signed, Sparkle Soso. Soso looked at her phone screen in confusion. Had she imagined that? She rubbed her eyes and read it again. "I'm here to dance with you," it said. Just then, her bedroom door opened and in walked a girl wearing a sparkly dress. She had glittery makeup and a confident smile. "Who are you?" Soso asked. "I'm Sparkle Soso," the girl replied, extending her hand. "I came from your TikTok." Soso stared at her in disbelief. Was this really happening? Sparkle Soso noticed her confused expression and explained. "When you used a sparkle filter and danced, you gave me life. I'm the embodiment of your TikTok self." Soso was still confused, but before she could ask more questions, Sparkle Soso grabbed her hand and said, "Let's dance." She pulled Soso into a series of spins and twirls, just like the ones in the TikTok video. Soso laughed and soon they were both dizzy from all the dancing. "I'm having so much fun," Sparkle Soso exclaimed. "Me too," Soso replied. But then she thought of something. "How come you look exactly like me?" Sparkle Soso paused and tilted her head. "I guess I never really thought about it before." "Well, since we have the same face, why don't we have two faces?" Soso asked. "That sounds like fun," Sparkle Soso replied with a smile. And so they spent the whole day creating TikTok videos. They danced and joked and made funny voices. Soso and Sparkle Soso were having so much fun together. At first, Soso thought it was amazing to have a friend who was always up for dancing and never got tired. They could make TikToks all day long. But as the days passed, Soso started to notice some of Sparkle Soso's quirks were not so great. For example, Sparkle Soso loved showing off. She would always want to be in the center of attention and would often push Soso out of the frame while recording videos. "Hey, move over," she would say. "Let me show them my awesome moves." Soso felt sad when Sparkle Soso did this because she didn't want to hurt her friend's feelings. She knew Sparkle Soso only wanted to show off because she was proud of herself and wanted to share her joy. But still, it made Soso feel left out. Another thing that annoyed Soso was how obsessed Sparkle Soso was with getting likes. Every time they posted a video, Sparkle Soso would immediately check for comments and likes. If it didn't have enough, she would get upset. "What's wrong with these people?" she would say. "Don't they see how hard I worked on this?" Soso tried to explain to Sparkle Soso that it wasn't about the likes, but Sparkle Soso didn't understand. One day, Soso and Sparkle Soso were recording a TikTok video. Soso had an idea for a funny skit where they pretended to be clumsy sisters. "Do you know how to make a viral video?" Sparkle Soso asked, pushing Soso out of the way. "By being yourself," Soso replied, rolling her eyes. Sparkle Soso stopped and looked at Soso in confusion. "What do you mean?" she asked. Soso took a deep breath and explained. "We all love watching videos where people are being silly and honest and just themselves. It doesn't have to be a perfect dance or a cool trick. It just has to be real." Sparkle Soso thought about this for a moment. "So you're saying being real is better than trying to be perfect," she said. "Yeah," Soso replied with a smile. Just then, they heard a loud crash from the kitchen. "Oh no, maybe our mom broke another plate," Sparkle Soso said, rushing to the door. "Wait, let's make a video out of this," Soso suggested, and without Sparkle Soso's usual prideful protests, they started recording. In the video, Soso pretended to be a clumsy sister who kept knocking things over. While Sparkle Soso tried to keep everything together, she would roll her eyes and sigh dramatically, but she couldn't help smiling. The video ended with them both laughing as they cleaned up the mess. After posting the video, Soso and Sparkle Soso waited for the comments to appear. A few minutes passed and then the notifications started coming in. "This is the best one yet," one comment said. "I love how real this is," another said. Soon, the video had thousands of likes and dozens of comments. "See," Soso said to Sparkle Soso with a smile. "Being real is what people love most." Sparkle Soso looked at her in surprise. "You're right," she said. "I never thought about it like that before." She hugged Soso. "Thank you for showing me this." From that day on, Soso and Sparkle Soso became even closer friends. They continued making TikTok videos together, but now they focused on being silly, honest, and real. And those were the videos that went viral. The end. Thank you for listening to our bedtime story. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Soso Kids Channel. Sweet dreams and bye-bye.